Hey all, welcome back. So today is going to be an interesting topic. Okay, so when I'm saying it is interesting, it is the fact because when I have started explaining about the Verilog classes, when I have started this channel, so most of them commented me either in LinkedIn or in normal messages also asking me about to tell the explain about blocking and non-blocking assignments and to tell the difference between blocking and non-blocking assignments. So among the most frequently asked doubts in Verilog, there are three important questions. One is about blocking and non-blocking statements, and the other is race around condition, and the another one is difference between functions and tasks. I have been waiting for this day, like in order to share my knowledge on what is blocking and non-blocking statements and all. And in Verilog, it is this concept like blocking and non-blocking statements. We can call it as just it is the heart of Verilog. That means you can from this word you can say that these are really important when you go to any interviews. Okay, the basic interviews of Verilog or when you have written any return tests also in Verilog. Without this blocking or non-blocking statement, there won't be any question. Okay, with at least one basic question you will get from this blocking and non-blocking like procedural assignments. Okay, from this only you could say that these are really important. And also not only in interviews, when you go to the real time field also, when you're writing some, when you're designing a circuit and when you're writing some code in the real field, so this blocking and non-blocking statements are really important. So I can understand the reason why so many have asked about to explain about blocking and non-blocking statements, because even though they seem to be interesting and they seem to be very easy, but they are really tricky to understand. Okay, when you combine this blocking and non-blocking statements with delays, or else any the execution part is really tricky. Like you seem to be understanding it, but when you are writing and when you are expecting the code will not be the same as you expected it. Okay, so that is why these are really important. So let's not waste any more time on discussing about these all things. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about Verilog assignments. Right. So before getting into the channel, if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing my channel and hit on the notification also. And also follow me on LinkedIn and Quora also, where I'll be uploading the slides and I'll be answering your questions in Quora if you give me any questions there. Right. So let's not waste any more time. So coming to Verilog assignment. So assignment, as I already speak about this assignment. Assignment is nothing but giving something. Okay, like putting some value into some variable or anything. We call it as assignments. So in Verilog, we are having three kinds of assignments. One is continuous and procedural, and then procedural continuous. So these are three kinds of assignments. So coming to continuous assignment, we have already discussed about this continuous assignment in data flow modeling. If you didn't see that, I'll link that in the description box. You can go check it out there. Because if you need to in order to understand about procedural assignment, first you need to understand about continuous assignment. So what is this continuous assignment? Continuous assignment means we are assigning it continuously by using the keyword called assign. Okay, so in continuous assignment, how the assignment will be done? Assign, okay, a equal to some x plus y. This is my expression. Okay, when this comes to continuous assignment, this is called as my LHS. Okay, this is my RHS expression. So as soon as there is some changes in the value, for example, in the uh, 0 time, at the 0 time x value is 0, y value is 1. Okay, so and now at next time, like at one hash 1, that means after one time unit you have changed the value of x2 from 0 to 1 and y from 1 to 0. So whenever there is change in this particular x values, this will immediately respond and the changes in this particular value will be changing the LHS value. Okay, so immediately without any delay or without anything, this changes, the operation as well as the assignment will be done in case of continuous assignment. That means they won't be, see, that is what, as soon as the values are updated, then the RHS value, the RHS expression will also be updated without any delay or without any gap. So that is what continuous assignment means. In continuous assignment, you will be using the assign keyword. That is the important thing. And then coming to procedural assignment. So in procedural assignment, this is not the case, because even though the LHS values are changed, even though the expression, that means 0 plus 1, nothing but 1. Okay, for example, if you think 1 plus 1, okay, nothing but 2. So the operation is done here. 1 plus 1 operation is done. But the assignment is not done immediately in case of procedural assignment. That is the main difference between continuous assignment and procedural assignment. Okay. So this assignment takes some time. Okay. And it follows certain steps in order to assign this value into this particular expression. So there comes the difference between procedural assignment and continuous assignment. Hope you got it. So again in procedural assignment, it is further divided into two types. Like one is blocking assignment, another one is non-blocking assignment. So let us see what is blocking assignment first. So, from the name itself, like from the name blocking assignment only, you can understand the significance of this blocking assignment. What it is doing, it is blocking certain thing from execution. What is it blocking? So, let us see what is it blocking. The blocking assignment statements are executed sequentially by evaluating the RHS operand, finishes the LHS operand without any interruption from another verilog statement. What is the meaning of this? So, firstly, let me explain with a certain example. Like I have taken some statements, like statement 1, statement 2. In this way, I have taken some 5 statements. Okay. So, in these 5 statements, I have taken some 5 different expressions. Okay. For example, like A equal to B plus C. Okay, here x equal to z plus y. Okay, here like a equal to negation of b, and here t equal to x or y. Okay, to z. Okay, or z or h. Okay, in this way, I have taken some 5 assignments, 5 statements. So, when it comes to blocking assignment, what is happening here is all the statements are executed sequentially. Sequentially means one after another. That means after completely executing this statement, then only it comes to statement 2. Then only it comes to the second expression. After completion of second expression, then comes the third, then comes the fourth, then comes the fifth. So in this way, the first statement execution is blocking the four statements. After completion of first statement execution only, the remaining four statements will be starting they will be done. Like after completing second, it will come to 3. After completing 3, until the completion of 3, 4 and 5 are blocked. Until the completion of 2, 3 and 3, 4, 5 are blocked. So what is this happening here? That means until the execution of first statement, the remaining all statements are blocked. So that is why we call it as blocking assignment. That means the assignment is blocking here. Which assignment? The first, any if you are taken some group of statements, until the execution of them in order, the remaining statements which are below that particular statement, they are getting interrupted, they are getting stopped in case of blocking assignment. Okay, so now, what is the meaning of this particular thing, like evaluating RHS? That means here, what is the execution means? For example, this particular statement is being executed, I am telling. So, what is the execution means? Firstly, the B plus C operation should be evaluated, and then after evaluating this B plus C expression, then it has to be assigned to A. Is it or not? So after assigning to A, then the statement 1 is completed. Did you get my point? then only the statement 1 is completed. After this statement, then comes to this statement. Here what is happening? Z plus Y is being operated, is being evaluated. After operation, then the assignment takes place. After assignment only, this statement 2 is executed, and then comes to 3, and then comes to 4, then comes to 5. In this way, first the LHS is evaluated, then it is assigned to RHS, then only the execution is completed. So this is how the execution is done in blocking assignments. Okay. So for this blocking assignments, what is the syntax you will be using? Equal to. So if you are using an equal to symbol, that means you are using a blocking statement. That means here A equal to B plus C. What is this? This is a blocking statement because you are using an equal to symbol. That is why that is a blocking statement. Okay. So this is the syntax, like variable, okay, equal to some expression or any value, like a equal to 2. This is also a blocking statement, you could say. Okay. So blocking assignment execute in series. That is what it is. Series means sequential. Sequentially in series it is doing, because a blocking assignment blocks execution of the next statement until it completes. That is what I have explained. That means after execution of this particular thing only, then only the next statement will be being executed. Therefore the result of the next statement may depend on the first one being completed. What does this mean? For example, here I am taking A equal to B plus C. Okay, and then what I am doing is the next expression is x equal to negation of A. Now what happens here after completion of the, for example, at the starting time I have taken A equal to 0, B equal to 1, C equal to 1. Now the A value is 0 at this particular time. But since I have given the blocking statement, now what is the A value here? The A value is not 0, but the value that comes from B plus C execution. That means 1 plus 1. What is the value of A here? 1 plus 1 means 2. That means the execution of A value is 2. Now x of negation A means it should negate the value of 2, not 0. Did you get my point? So this is how basically the execution takes place in blocking statement. Okay. So this is how the blocking statement will be. Okay. Let me explain to you more clearly. Okay, with an example, if I explain it, it will be easier for you. So if you see the example here, module blocking. Okay, rich 3 down to 0 data, R value, I value. Okay, so my data value is, for listen to it carefully before seeing the output. Don't check the output now. First listen to me and then you check the output. So my first data value is 4. I didn't assign any value to my R value and I value. So R value, I value, I didn't assign anything. So basically they will have some default value, like based on if it is real 0 or x anything. Okay, my I value, I didn't assign anything, right? So initial begin. So initial means you can understand that it is starting at 0 time interval. Is it or not? So then dollar monitor, I want to monitor everything. So I have given all the values. So now if you see, without any delay I have given R value, I value. So here at 0 time state, here I have given the data 0, data is 4, R value is 3.14, and I value is obviously 4. Okay, at 0. Now what happens? These three are completed, like these three are assigned. That means after this statement, then comes next statement. So now what happens? It is waiting for 2 time units. So until 2 time units, the values are this only. Like if you see a time value of dollar time, if you check the dollar time at 1, then the values are this only. Now at 2 time units, that means the after 2 clock cycles, I have changed the value of data to 5. Now what happens? The data value is changed to 5. Okay, but I didn't change any other two values. Like if you see at 2, only the data value is changed. R value and I value are same. Okay, now after 2 clock cycles, again it should wait for another 3 clock cycles. This is important here. That means this is my first clock cycle where I assign this. And then it should wait for another 2 clock cycles. That means 0, 1, 2, right? Then it should wait for another 3 clock cycles. That means 1, 2, 3. Now what are the total clock cycles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the execution will be done at 5 but not at 3. This is the most important thing that you should remember. Got my point? So at 5, what is the thing that I have changed? Again, I have changed only the data value to 7. So the data value is 7 and the R value and I value are same. If you see here, the change it is changed from at time 0 the data is 4, and then at time 2 data is 5, at time 5 data is 7, but R value and I value didn't change anything, like because I didn't change the value here. Now if you see here, after the execution of this statement, then it comes to the next statement. What is the next statement? Again it should wait for another clock cycle, that means at 6. Okay, now at 6 I didn't change data value, but I have changed the I value. So the data value is the previous value, that means 7, but R value is also same, previous. I value is changed to 10. 10 means A in hexadecimal format. Clear? And then comes the next. That means after another clock cycle. That means at 7. At 7, data is 7, R value is 3.14. But what is the value that is changed? I value is changed from A to 6. So this is how the execution is done in blocking statement. Clear? So this is the example for blocking statement, right? Hope you got the detailed view about how the execution is done in blocking statement. If after listening to this also, if you are having any doubt, I'm very pleased if you ask any doubts in the comment box, so that I'll be explaining one more time about this blocking statement. Clear? Right. Now there's one question for you. Okay, write a code for toggling the values from A to A equal to 2, B equal to 3 to A equal to 3, B equal to 2. That means I want you to write a code. This is a question for you today. What is the question for you today? I have given values like A equal to 2, B equal to 3. Okay, this is my initialization at the starting at 0 time interval or at any time interval. You think that the initial values of A and B are 2 and 3. Now what I want you to do is I want to toggle the value for A equal to 3, B equal to 2. Okay. So try to write the code to toggle the value from A equal to 2, B equal to 3 to A equal to 3, B equal to 2. Okay. Okay, try to write this or try to execute. Okay, because writing is very easy, just you will be assigning and then, but after writing try to execute what you have written on the EDA playground and comment me if you have got the answer or not. Okay, if you didn't get the answer, I'll be explaining it in the next class. Clear? So today I'm just explaining about blocking assignments, and in the next class I'll be explaining about the non-blocking assignments. Hope you got about the blocking assignments. Okay, if you are having any doubt, you can comment me below so that I could answer your questions. Also, if you are having any doubts regarding front-end VLSI courses also, you are very invited to me to ask any questions regarding VLSI front-end courses on Verilog system, Verilog or else VM also. Okay, that is all for today. Hope you like the video. If you like the video and if you like my explanation, please consider subscribing and also share this video to all the VLSI aspirants and VLSI enthusiasts. Even today, many VLSI students, many EC background students or triple background students, even though they are interested in their core, they are not entering into the core just because they are thinking, they are having the assumption that VLSI is something that we can't understand or that we can't reach. Many are thinking that software jobs are very easy to earn. But there is nothing easy in this world. When you are putting your efforts, what efforts you are putting in learning any other course, just put that efforts in learning your core. Because students like EC and triple background are having an advantage. Like since you know about everything about your core, like digital electronics, you have some idea. Is it or not? So those who have this idea is very easy to enter into this VLSA field rather than other group students. So that is why, so share this video to all the ECE triple background students or any other one who is interested in VLSI. And I'm not telling that those from other background or other stream can't enter into this VLSI. If you think you can enter and if you work hard, you can easily achieve. CE, triple and the remaining stream students is, since you are already learning these topics in your engineering, it is easy for you to understand and it is easy for you to learn it more quickly than other stream students. That is what I'm saying. Okay. Hope you like this video. Please consider subscribing and share the video. Thank you.